previous part in description, so go watch it first.
The Silk Insector asks if he was the one that killed the fly, which Sun doesn't respond to. The bomb Insector notes that with that damn fly out of the picture, they are left in a rather difficult position, as customers who are asking for young meat are now yelling at him only because he decided to play the hero. What a joke. He should know, though, that he is only killing him now because his hunting is interfering with his work, so he should feel unlucky or blame himself for this blunder. Before he can shoot another bomb, the Silk Insector decides to rip Sun's head off completely with a kick. But no blood spills out as she does this, as this was just a shell that Sun left behind. She is surprised when she sees this. But the bomb Insector, who calls her Silky, says that they have been fooled. That bastard got away. Unfortunately for them, Sun did not run away and is now above Silky, allowing him to hit her straight in the head with a heavy boulder punch. He immediately moves on to the bomb Insector, who despite his rather weak physical condition, moves swiftly, but not swift enough, as Sun's attacks start to go through. Out of pure desperation, the bomb Insector unleashes a bomb that actually manages to hit him, but he manages to defend himself with the few ants he has on him and go on the counterattack once again. Unfortunately, his attack is blocked by Silky, who congratulates him for getting the upper hand for a bit, but he shouldn't forget that this is a 2-on-1. He has no real chance of victory. She keeps him tightly in place as she spins into the air, resulting in a deadly set of kicks that sends Sun flying, but also deplete all stamina that he has left, leaving him defenseless. The bomb Insector points his weapon directly at his head and prepares to destroy his entire upper half. But Sun has not given up and tells the ants that were in the suit to move, even if they are swift. The bomb Insector is prepared to unleash the attack and says that his hunt is finally over. A large explosion occurs, but this happens above them on one of the roads, as the bomb Insector's weapon was redirected by Tay, who notes that he has to pay the fine for damaging that road with leaves or whatever Insectors pay for. The bomb Insector moves out of the way, and from behind them, Pio says that they actually dared to gather openly like this and start breaking things. This is just crossing the line at this point, or is it perhaps that they think that humans are weaklings? Something like this shouldn't happen, these damn pests, they should just all die. Seeing that the situation has become like this, the bomb Insector pulls out a bomb out of his weapon, which surprises both Tay and Pio. But after he throws it, it's shown that it was just a smoke bomb, allowing him and Silky to get away safely. Tay has had enough of these flying bugs, and Pio wonders if they could get some helicopter support one day. Tay thinks that it's fine, as they at least have this black ant to ask things of. But Sun is long gone, making him scream out, as the commander will have their heads for this blunder. Sun, while bleeding profusely, slowly but surely makes his way back home, leaving pools of blood everywhere he goes. When he gets back to his apartment, he starts eating all of the cooking that the grandma made for him, making her wonder what happened, as he came back home injured and with an endless hunger in him. Just what did he go through now? Sun thinks that he could not devour a single thing, so he has to fill this hunger up with something else. But even so, he is still too hungry. After he is done eating, he makes his way to his room and closes the door. But as immediately as he's behind closed doors, the pain starts and the questions of others start popping up in his mind. Why is he killing his own kind? To protect humans? That is not the reason. He remembers how the fly Insector told him that he broke the rules of their world by eating his own kind, but that's not it, as those rules have no meaning for someone like him. He has to eat and eat until there is nothing left. Otherwise, he will be the one that is eaten, as the ants are doing right now, causing him to scream out in pain. In a broken-down warehouse, a familiar figure pulls 3 corpse bags around using string, eventually arriving at a cooling room where they throw the corpses in, so that they are as fresh as possible. However, one of the corpses is not a corpse, as inside, there's a living human who begs for salvation. The person throws him in with the others and slowly starts closing the door, as the man who continues to beg for his life is engulfed in complete darkness, forced to freeze with the other lifeless corpses around him. Somewhere else in the warehouse, an elderly man smashes the table, as he's extremely mad that they didn't manage to capture the black ant, as that would have surely attracted the attention of the heavenly insects. However, those damn bug reapers just decided to come out and ruin their plans. If it wasn't for them, they could have made something of themselves. He tells the familiar figure, who is actually Ye Jin, to increase the human supply, as what she is bringing in right now just isn't enough. She says that she is increasing it already, but he should keep something in mind, that she doesn't enjoy doing something like this, so he should stop saying it like she is lazy or something. The now identified bomb Insector notices her uniform and walks closer to her, as the uniform she has on right now is the exact same as that guy's, the black ant. Does she perhaps know who this black ant figure really is? She smacks his hand away harshly and says that he has become quite annoying. Just how would she know that bastard? There are countless students in their school as it is. She can't just know all of them. The bomb Insector says that it still doesn't matter, as the fact that he is a fellow student still stands, so she should easily find him and kill him, as he has caused enough damage as it is. She is hesitant to do this, as she is already doing very difficult work as it is. Why does she have to do this much work for that bastard? Before she can say what her goal is, the bomb Insector starts choking her as he says that previously, she said that she would do anything. But now his orders have come dirty and ugly? Did she really think that she could work with the prestigious thousand-legged work with only this amount of resolve? How pathetic. Suddenly, his dog starts barking uncontrollably at one of the human supplies that is getting away. The bomb Insector looks at this out of the window and then on the cameras, noticing that the freezer door is wide open and one bag is empty, so he asks Ye-jin if she forgot to lock the door, but she says that this is not the case. Even if this does put him at a disadvantage in terms of numbers, he will overlook it, as this is a human mistake, and she has yet to fully develop as an Insector. He transforms his hand real quick and says that they should continue their conversation, as he will deal with this easily. So what did she want to say? Ye-jin says that she's quitting, as this partnership is way too toxic at this point, and she isn't getting that much from it. The bomb Insector clicks his finger one time, making the man outside start to glow, and his whole body starts to burn in a fiery glow as the bomb tucket in his chest activates, exploding in a fiery cloud. The bomb Insector says that she already knows how he deals with things that try to get out of his grasp, so he will say it again, only because he is considerate of her. She will kill the black ant. Back at school, students line up for the cafeteria after their first class, but the lunch lady doesn't want to give the incoming students any more sausages, as then the first grades will have nothing to eat then. But that's when Soo-young, who is also waiting in line for his food, notices that Sun has finished tray upon tray of food, and he is still eating, much to everyone's surprise. Even Cho's, who believes that he is eating more than usual. Just what is wrong with him, to be feasting like this? Sun continues to chug food down his throat, but this doesn't stop the ants, who are still hungry and are now munching on his flesh once again. He starts to shake and wail in pain, making Cho asks if everything is alright, as he looks rather sick, but that's when Soo-young comes next to him and says that he is rather selfish, as some people are too poor to even get a single thing from the cafeteria, but he just gets unlimited refills whenever he wants to. Is he perhaps the son of a banger or something? Cho tells him to get off him, as he paid for every meal that he has eaten. It's not like he gets these for free. Soo-young finds it amazing that he was able to pay for 10 entire lunches, but the food that he managed to gulp down is far beyond human limits. Is he perhaps an Insector? This makes the once chatty cafeteria hall fall silent, until Cho starts screaming at Soo-young for being a jackass. But this also attracts Ye-jin's attention. Cho and Soo-young continue fighting about Sun, as he feels that he is certainly hiding something, since he wasn't there on the cleanup day. They fight and fight, until an ant bites deep into Sun's succulent flesh, and his whole world starts to turn upside down, as Soo-young starts screaming that he is a suspicious bastard. Suddenly, Sun grabs him by his jaw and pulls him high in the air, but he finds the humanity in him to throw him away into another student and run away, as he can't control himself any longer. Ye-jin takes note of this, while Soo-young sits defeated, with food on his head. As Sun walks up the stairs, his hunger increases more and more, and the ants, who were once docile, start coming out of him as he has lost control over them. They come out of him and take control of his entire being, while Ye-jin, who also climbed up the school, notes that it seems that he likes to advertise that he is the black ant in front of other Insectors. She apologizes, as she has no ill will towards him. She could care less that he eats other Insectors, but she has her reasons. As she completes her transformation, Sun notices an Insector in front of his rage-filled eyes, so he rushes in to take a bite, as that is the only thing that can appease his hunger. Ye-jin instantly summons a bunch of silk and blocks his incoming attack. Will this fight finally reveal Sun's true identity to everyone else? As Sun is passed out, he dreams of his insides, where 4 large ants are holding him in place, while another comes to take his head. He asks them, how much blood do they want? How much slaughter must he do to appease them? Has he not done enough already, as it is? The ant slowly makes its way to his head, and before eating him, it says that it's not nearly enough. That's when a red ant comes to his rescue, and much to his surprise, slaughters every single ant that stood in his way, as it is much bigger than them. He can only wonder what this is about,